Now, your 2 Works For You weather, sponsored by Executive Homes.
These winds still remain with us, thankfully not as powerful as what we had this time yesterday. Still driving out of the south. You can see these current winds still an issue, no matter how you're looking at it. Those clouds continue to build in, but despite that lack of sun, wait till you see these temperatures. 72 here for Tulsa. With those south winds in play, we'll still get a boost in those temperatures. Might get a few breaks in those cloud deck, but it will be few and far between. We're seeing 70s across the board. 73 the further north you are over into Grove. We're seeing that, as well as Ponca City into Stillwater. Again, temperatures will continue to climb this afternoon. We will be into those upper 70s. I went ahead and pushed us into that 80 mark for today. We were in those 80s yesterday. Very impressive warmth for this time of the year, and we're going to do it again with a little less sun in store for today. We're tracking our next round of precipitation. Yes, with those clouds building in, it's kind of ominous out there. Those showers and storms will be driving in, isolated at best for the evening hours. As we see through the overnight, we'll get those increasing chances, and it is the end of April, so there is a potential for a stronger storm to develop. Right now, we're under that slight risk for that severe weather threat here for the metro area, as well as extending just out to the further east, with that level 2 out of 5 for that to develop. Tonight into tomorrow, main concerns will be some damaging winds, as well as the potential for some larger hail. Flooding will also be a growing concern, not only for the next 24 hours, but 48 hours, because we'll continue to have this unsettled weather pattern, but the severe threat will start to go down. Can't rule out the potential for an isolated tornado, but that will be few and far between. Let's talk about what we're seeing on a future track. As we head into the evening hours, this is 6 p.m. We'll get some pop-up showers and storms, nothing widespread. Here comes that line that's looking to be pretty fierce as we head into the overnight hours. So it's important you have that Storm Shield app. This is closer to 11 p.m. A lot of you will probably be heading to bed around that time, so make sure you have that for that potential. We'll also have a few clusters popping up through the overnight. And with this being such an unsettled pattern, with it not gaining that strength, we're going to have that potential for those development for that severe weather threat. We'll get a little bit more organization for the early morning hours, but with those south winds still in play, temperatures will still be on the rise, and that's also going to put more fuel to any storms developing for the second half of tomorrow. So check this out. We have another round of severe weather for tomorrow. We'll get a little bit of a break in the morning, but mainly under that marginal risk, so that is some welcome news. We're tracking a good amount of rainfall, and that's when we're more concerned with some flooding happening across the area. With this, here we are right where I left you off. We'll get some stronger development over across Grand Lake as we set this towards the afternoon hours. I'm standing over here because there's one cell in particular that I'm seeing right around Poto that could develop some severe weather potential as we head into the later part of your Wednesday. You can see that hail core will be there. Again, hail and damaging winds will be the main concerns, popping up and continuing to be unorganized, creating that severe weather threat. For this evening into Thursday, 1 to 2 inches here in the metro area, the further south 2 to 4. It's also going to depend on where those thunderstorms line up. That will produce locally higher amounts as we go throughout this. There is a flood watch that will be going into effect tonight until Thursday. With all that rainfall in a short amount of time, that does encompass Kay County at this time. We'll continue to monitor this. 75 for your Thursday. Those showers and storms finally making their way out, and we are setting ourselves up for a fantastic weekend ahead, back into those 80s and lots of sun. Mike and I'll be right back after the break.